Hello Stampers, welcome to Stamping All Night Long with Wanda Smith. Today I'm going to show you how to make this cute bunny card using two special products. One of them is the new Sweet Little Something from the Occasions catalog. It's a 3-step stamping, and if you look at the catalog, the Occasions catalog on page 40, it shows you the numbers 1, 2, 3, which means you stamp this one first, which is the more detailed one, then the less detailed one second, and then the one that covers the bunny completely last. And that's what we're going to do. I'm going to, as you notice, this is sort of a different variation of this card here in the catalog. This is my version of that card. So that's from the Occasions catalog. And I'm also using for the greeting inside, let me show you the greeting. I love having a friend like you. And that is from this stamp set, which is called Happy Wishes. And this stamp set, you can only get it during this time, which is celebration. And this is a special time for Stampin' Up during the months of January through March. Every time you purchase $50 or more, you're able to get any of these products in here for free. Now this year they did something brand new. When you purchase $100 or more, you can get two special products that are at the end of the catalog. And you can get the Celebrate You Thinlits dies, which is adorable. It has the words Amazing, Celebrate, and You. Or you can get this stamp set, which is the Happy Wishes stamp set. And it has 16 stamps. It's beautiful. I love the calligraphy or the font they use for this and the flowers. It has so many possibilities. So these two you can get when you spend $100 or more. You get them for free. Or any of the other products in here, when you spend $50 or more, you can get it for free. So if you spend $100, you could get two of the $50 products here. Or you can get one of the $100 products. Or if you spend $150, you can get the Celebrate You Thinlit dies for free and the matching Amazing You stamp set. So that's $50 and $100. So make your list and get these products. You can only get them until March 31st. Okay, let me put this to the side. Now I'm going to show you something that we've been waiting for months, actually years. It's the Stamparatus. It's finally here. You were able to reserve it a few months ago, and if you reserved it during the first round, you'll get it in February. If you reserved it during the second round, you'll get it in March. And if you didn't get to reserve it, don't worry. When the new catalog comes out in June, that's when you can purchase it. I think it's $49.95, and it's a stamping placement tool. It's called Stamparatus, and I just love it. It's perfect for the 3-step stamping because it puts everything in order, and it'll be so easy. Instead of you hovering over with the stamps to try to get them placed in the same exact place, this one will do it for you every single time. So I'm going to also record a video later on additional tips and techniques and how to maintain your Stamparatus, how to keep it nice and clean and shiny. So that'll be in another video. Right now, we're just going to focus on how to use it with the stamp set, the Sweet Bunny. Is it? No, it's not Sweet Bunny, but it is a Sweet Bunny. It's called Sweet Little Something stamp set. So we're just going to focus on using this stamp set with the Stamparatus. So the Stamparatus comes with 2 plates. When you store it, you can only fold in one, and the other one you just place it here. So the second plate goes up here. And what we're going to do is place our stamps. And first you get a piece of cardstock. There we go. Put it in the corner, and the reason for that is because if for whatever reason the card moves, you can just put it back in the same exact place and everything will be perfect. So we have these strong magnets that come with the Stamparatus. And I will give you details on the magnets in the other video. So for now, we're just going to focus on stamping. Okay, so decide where you want to place the stamp. And this is the more detailed stamp that we have for the bunny. So I'm going to place it, just make sure it's a little offset a little over here. Slide it over. There we go. Best way to deal with the magnets is sliding them. Don't try picking them up. It is hard. This is just an extra magnet that I had laying around, and it's the same width as this one, so it worked out. Okay, so I'm going to put him here. And you close the Stamparatus, pick him up, and before I stamp, this is a little technique. When you're going to do multiple cards, we're going to use 3 different colors. So you don't want to get the colors mixed up. You're going to start with the darkest color, medium color, and then the lightest color last for the full stamp. So you don't want to get mixed up. So the first thing I'm going to do is put number 1, soft suede. And that's the ink pad that I'm going to use for the detail stamp. Then number 2, crumb cake. And when I set that one, I'll stick it on the plate. But for now, let's just put it here. And number 3, Sahara sand. These are the 3 colors that I'm using for the bunny today. And I don't want to get them mixed up. Okay, so now I'm going to take my my soft suede. Make sure it's soft suede. Ink up the stamp. Let me move this down a little. Actually, let me get this out of the way. There we go. Bring it down, press, lift, and yes, perfect. Okay, let's close this. Our next one is crumb cake. So I'm going to flip this and get our stamp. Okay, you see that little triangle here? Those are markers for the placement of the stamp. So you line that up and make sure you line up the bottom of the stamp also. And when you do that, you should get a perfect image. Okay, and this is going to be crumb cake. So we're going to lift, pick up the stamp. Just do a little harder. I don't want the stamp to fall down. Okay, and use crumb cake. Make sure it's crumb cake. Ink up the image. Press, and you can already see the fuzziness of the bunny coming out. Yay, starting to look great. Okay, and then my third one is going to be Sahara sand. So I'll get my third stamp, and like I said, use that as your guide. That little triangle for placement. And then just make sure the bottom matches. Yep, looking good. Pick up the stamp. Ink it up with Sahara sand. Like I said, always check. Move this down a little bit more. There we go. And yay, it looks like magic. You can see he looks so furry. Feels like, you touch, it looks like you can touch it and you can feel the fur. Okay, so we've got a perfect one. Yay! Let's put this to the side and let me show you how quickly we can make the second one. Soft suede. And because I have it marked, I don't have to think about which one is this. It's already telling me which one it is by the label. Crumb cake. See, it doesn't say crumb cake. Lift and flip. This avoids accidents. And there you go, Sahara sand. So how quickly we did that, if I was to do another one, and it's just so fast. And we get another perfect bunny. Yay, I love them. Okay, wipe this off. And I'll explain what I'm using. It's a chamois, but I'll explain it in the other video. Exactly what it is, where to get it, and how it works. Just wipe this off. Oh, and the reason I'm using the 2 stamps up here instead of putting the 2 here and then 1 up here is because I usually, when I'm moving around, will get my hand on here, and there's less likelihood of me getting dirty if I just have 1 stamp here. If I had 2 stamps there and 1 was in the corner, it would not fail. So that's the only reason I put them up there. Okay, so let's just move this out over here, and let's get our bunny card together. Okay, so we have our bunny. Now we have to, let me get the card back. Now we have to run it through one of the framelits. It's called Lots of Labels Framelits. And I've already done that. So you run it through and you get the bunny like this. Keep that bunny over there. Now let's start putting this together. We're using crumb cake, whisper white, pink, powder pink. Yep, powder pink, soft suede, cardstock. And I'll get the measurements. You'll see them in the video. Okay, this is the base, and in order to get this texture over here, we're going to use Sparkle. I wrote the names over here. Sparkle embossing folder, and the way we run it through the Big Shot is just fold it in half. And run it through the Big Shot like that. And when you run it through the Big Shot like that, it comes out like this. So we have that done. Now let's start building. Okay, in the stamp set, which I've hidden over here, got it back again. You have 3 flowers. They're three separate little flowers. What I did is I mounted all 3 of them on 1 block so that I can just stamp with them. So we're going to stamp first in powder pink. So we're doing same color onto the same color, powder pink. And you don't have to stamp the whole piece because the bunny piece is going to cover it. So just get enough where you can see the flowers. Okay, that's enough. Now I'm going to wipe this because I'm going to stamp it in Sahara sand. I have the Sahara sand. And move this out of the way, right there. And we're going to stamp around the bunny. He is just so darn cute. I'm telling you, when you see it, you think you can feel the fuzz. Okay, that's enough. I had a technique class this past weekend, and we sponged it. I think here's the card. We sponged it around here, but I don't know. I think it looks cleaner this way. I did like the sponge, and then now, while I was getting ready for this video, I decided, no, I like it cleaner. Better. I like both, but apparently I like this one better. Okay, so we're going to put this together, and we're just going to use some snail. Line this up. And get it nice and even. Okay, good. And then we're going to use doilies, which I don't have, so pause. Okay, found my doily. Now we're going to put a doily here on the side, and if you notice, the doily looks like it's just a continuous circle there, so you want to make sure you line it up that way. And when you get it lined up, just flip over. There we go. Flip over, hold, and just do one side first. There. Doilies, once you put adhesive on it and you try to remove it, it's almost impossible not to tear it up. So just be careful with that. Now we're going to use one of my favorite adhesives. It's Tombow multi-purpose glue, and we're going to use this on here because this is textured since we embossed this. And this is the best way to adhere this, and it'll stick really good. Okay, that looks good. And as always, I have my Tombow in a shot glass just so that it's always down and the adhesive is ready. Okay, now we need the bow. If you notice, the bow is pink, but we don't have pink ribbon. This is white organza, 1/4 inch white organza, and with our blendabilities that are back, we can color this into any color that we have. And I love that. I missed this when the regular organza, I think it was 1/2 inch organza, went away. I was so sad because I used to do this all the time. I used to just use the blending pens and color my ribbon to match with whatever project I was working on. And since we don't have this in every single color, now you do. Or at least the colors that we have are stamping blends. By the way, you can get the stamping blends if you want all of them, and also including the color lifter and the bronze and ivory. It's $126, or you could just buy them each. I think they are $4.50 each, which is a great price. And if you want the light, this is a light pink pirouette, so it comes light pink pirouette, dark pink pirouette, and the other colors. Okay, so let's just make a bow here. I'm gonna use the bunny technique, the bunny ear techniques for the bunny. And my fingers are all brown. I was prepping for this video. I got ink all over them. So pull. I'm gonna bunny ears. Make the bow smaller. How apt. Bunny ears for the bunny. Okay. Gonna use glue dot. What I'm gonna do is just roll it around, make it smaller because the glue dot is smaller than the knot. of the bow, and you don't want it showing through. Here we go. And I can just snip off the edges. And I just love that the organza ribbon is back, because look how cute. I mean, it would have looked nice and white, but this just looks so much better. Okay, now we need to, oh, the greeting. Let's stamp the greeting, and that's going to be in soft suede. So ink that up. There we go. Oh, I'm going to use that again, so leave it open. And we're going to use the classic label punch to punch this out. Oh, it's a loud punch. And some soft suede scrap. Punch that out. Bring back the Tombow multi-purpose, and just a little. That's all you need because it's so strong. And layer this on top. All we need is just like a little shadow. And this is what's great about the Tombow multi-purpose adhesive, is that you can move it around before it completely dries. Okay, now we're going to use mini dimensionals. I'm going to put in the corner, and then I'm going to put one towards the middle, but I'm not going to put one at the end, because since we have a few layers here, we don't want it to get too bulky. And we're just butting it up against this here. And this would be too bulky here. So it doesn't matter that there's nothing holding it down. If it bothers you, just put a glue dot there, but you're fine. Okay, now we're going to have to do the inside. So we're going to use, like I said, from the stamp set, Happy Wishes. Soft suede. I love having a friend like you. Ink it up. And usually if you've watched my videos, I always stamp at the bottom in the corner. I'm going to stamp a little bit higher because I'm going to add flowers. Okay, now close this. I don't stick my finger in it. So I stuck my finger in a pink pirouette. There you go. Okay, and we're going to have flowers here and here. I just thought it looked cute with having, well, I think I had some soft suede in the bottom, but that's fine. I just think it looked cute with having flowers in the top and the bottom and in the bottom. Okay, I'm going to adhere this. And get it even. Now we can put more adhesive down here. Okay, and here you go. We have the bunny. Let me put this here so you can get nice and cute. So here we go. We have the bunny from Sweet Little Something. And let me see if I can find, here it is, the sponge one. So you can decide which one you like better. But whichever one you like, just go for it. I love this one. This is such a cute stamp set, and then using the Stamparatus was just so great. That helped so much to get it done so fast and get a few more stamped images. I'm going to post a video for the Stamparatus to give you some tips, techniques, how to take care of it, clean it, keep it nice and shiny and clean. So look for that video. For now, this is it. Thank you for visiting my channel, watching my video. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, visit my website at wandacreates.com, and until next time. So see you later, Stampers.